Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of 10 Dead Rats, Season 2. Thank you so much for joining us.
Wow,
I realize...
Season 2.
Yeah, Season 2. We made it. Holy
Wow.
crap.
Wow. You're still here.
Yeah. This is the season where two of the characters have to get married.
Oh, yeah? That's the
Next
trope?
season, there's a baby,
Yeah.
and then the show's over, so...
Don't we have a season where we, like, bring in some younger cast member that's hip and tries to relate with the audience, but feels awkward and forced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring in,
Right.
who's young and hip now? We'll bring in Ninja, the live streamer.
There you go.
Yeah, Ninja's out.
Yeah.
Oh, is he
I don't
out?
think
Sorry.
he's young and hip. Yeah.
I can't... Jesus. Whatever.
Listen,
Do the rest
old
of the
man,
intro.
old man Max. Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oy.
For those of you joining us tonight, thank you. We were just commenting on the fact that I was vague and mysterious on Sunday's Wandering DMs about whether the show was going to happen or not. So, apologies. And as you can see, we are missing one of our members. So, over the break, we spoke about it a bunch, and Fury has decided that between her character dying off and it being the season break, that it was an opportune time for her to walk away from the stream and pursue some other creative opportunities. So we very much will miss her, and we wish her the best in whatever it is she wishes to pursue. Yeah, in the meantime, yes, we have an empty spot at our table, and we will be looking to fill it. We had some discussion about whether we should hold off on Season 2 until we fill that or not, and we decided it was better to just move on with our three existing characters and really take our time to find the right person to fill our fourth spot. So we will be looking out for that person. In the meantime, we may occasionally have a show get canceled, or we may occasionally have a special guest to fill in just to keep the stream going. So we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. So buckle up, everyone.
Yeah. Until then, you're just stuck with these jabronis.
Yeah.
Jabronis. Said that weird.
So, what else do I have to announce? This Sunday, this Sunday evening, Dan Delta Collins from Wandering DMs is going to be making a special appearance on Lord Gasumbra's Twitch stream, which you can see more about on the Wandering DMs Twitter channel. I believe it was announced. And he will be making some interesting announcements about the Wandering DMs channel at large and new exciting developments there. So stay tuned. Check out that show if you want the news as it comes out. Otherwise, watch our Twitter, and we will be posting information there as well. Excellent. Did I miss anything? Anybody else have any other announcements they would like to make for our lovely audience before we get rolling?
Nope.
Nope. All right then. Let's let's prepare ourselves to enter Altdorf, the beautiful city of Altdorf, and catch up with our good friends in the 10 Dead Rats. Last season, our adventurers,
Powerful.
yes, our adventurers made an unusual discovery when they first joined up and started traveling together of a strange dead body that greatly resembled Indigo. And finally, following through on those leads, at the end of our season, they made it to an inn or tavern in Altdorf called the Cracked Tankard, where they confronted one Drakilda, who appeared to be an influential member of whatever group it was that had been hounding Indigo based on his strange resemblance to the aforementioned dead person they discovered. Of course, it went south, and a fight broke out, and it got very bloody down at the Cracked Tankard, and alas, Trebbiano paid the ultimate price, dying in the fight, pushing himself on to try and chase down Drakilda as Drakilda made her escape from the fight through a secret concealed exit out the back of the tavern. Bruno and Indigo were involved in that fight, but not Yeffy. Yeffy was missing. Yeffy had previously... It was a wise choice, apparently.
That was very smart, yeah.
Before heading over to the Cracked Tankard, the group had been hanging out at Franc's place late into the night, and apparently Yeffy never returned from that outing. Bruno and Indigo and Trebbiano awoke to find Yeffy missing. They checked in at Franc's and learned that Yeffy was off doing something with Franc and Merkel. Unclear what. And so they moved on to go to the Cracked Tankard and find out. So we'll learn, hopefully tonight, a little bit more about what went down with Yeffy and Franc and Merkel. What else? Indigo did attempt to talk his way out of the fight with Drakilda by telling the truth, which turned out to be simply too incredible to believe.
Frankly, I'm not
That's
sure
why you never tell the truth, kids.
Yeah. Never tell the truth, always stay out with your crime buddies drinking too late are the two lessons I think we learned.
Wise. Can't believe you got Trebbiano killed. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're very lucky we did not get both of us killed. We were very close to the old TPK there.
Yep. Indeed.
3-person kill.
Wow.
Well, it wouldn't have been total party kill because Yeffy conveniently absented herself from the...
Teach me to check in on my family.
So we ended the evening as Bruno and Indigo returned to their own inn to try and figure out what to do next, and were greeted in the common room by Franc. And so we will begin there in the tavern as Franc and Bruno and Indigo are chatting. And as they do so, as they sit there over lunch, because I believe it was actually fairly early morning when you headed over to the Cracked Tankard, or perhaps a late leaning lunch. As you sit there in the room speaking with Franc, eventually in come Yeffy and Merkel as well to join you.
Yeah, well, that's just how it goes every day, in my life. It's just a non-stop smuggling party, you know what I'm saying? Merkel, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, well, I know this is what I mean. You've got goods; they've got to be moved. This is very exciting. I think there's a great opportunity for us if you're able to move a certain quantity of goods to the south down the rivers. I think that we could maybe make do some interesting business deals. I think maybe if Franc agrees, of course. Oh, here he is. Hey, Flo. Hello, Franc.
Oh, hey, Franc.
Ah, yes. Welcome, my friends. It's good to see you again. I'm just catching up with Bruno and Indigo here.
Bruno and Indigo covered in blood.
Yeah.
Heavily stained.
Yeah.
All of their clothes drenched in, gore. Well, yeah, hey, Effie. Where have you been?
Where have I been? Where have you been? Are you okay? Are you all right? What did...
We're pretty far from okay.
Where did you go? Yeah. Why aren't you in bed? Is Trebbiano in bed? Oh my gosh, what happened to Trebbiano? Is he okay? Is he just sleeping? He must have had that scar. Is that scar worse? Oh.
The scar, fortunately, is not worse.
What?
That's the good news.
So, there's some bad news, Yeffy. We went to talk to Drakilda and sort out this whole Castor Liberum business. And unfortunately, the Purple Hand are in a bunch of pushovers, is what I learned, I suppose. There was
did
a
not
fight.
believe our story.
They didn't believe our story that I am not Castor Lieberung, and apparently Castor owes them hundreds of thousands of crowns. There was a fight, and Trebbiano didn't make it.
What? You've got to be kidding me! This is terrible! Trebbiano was my favorite one! Ah, what? And then he starts swearing in Kislevite.
What do you mean? What do you mean Trebbiano didn't make it? Well, where? Would you just leave him there?
He's sailing with a big Manon in the sky now, or under the ocean. We made sure he got buried at sea, like he would have wanted.
We didn't leave him there in the tavern.
Okay, all right. Well then, but then how did that all happen? Who was it? Whose names do I need to take down on paper? Who is it?
Well, we got all of them.
I don't care.
We got all of them, but the leader, Drakilda.
Look, we're super into revenge, but also we both nearly died.
Yeah. Well, you
Indigo's
look like
got
hell.
this big hole in his side. Yeah. He got stabbed in the same spot like 3 times.
These are just not your normal peddlers, then, I take it.
No.
As it turns out, no.
No.
It's
And why
some
couldn't
sort
they
of...
Why don't they believe your story? It's true. You are Castor Lieberung.
That's what I told them. I told them
Yeah.
Castor
I don't
was
even know
dead.
Pavel asked them.
They didn't even
They had
believe
a-
the part
they had-
where we didn't get Castor's money.
There was a note, right, that we found, Bruno, and
That's
they
right.
think that I'm Castor in trying to pass off that I'm in disguise as some mercenary.
Terrible disguise, incidentally.
Man, disguise.
Yeah, apparently this
Terrible.
order comes from the Arc Lumen himself, whoever that is. Also a
Oops.
target of revenge.
Sorry, guys. Trying to bring up that note for you and probably putting it in the terminal place. Sorry about that. Go on. Proceed, Max.
Also, so Arch Lumen, probably not his real name, on the revenge list. Someone named TWF Magister Prosecute, revenge list. Drakilda, revenge list. We killed a bunch of them, but...
There we go.
Not enough.
There's the note.
Not enough.
If you wanted to reference it.
Also, they apparently have been following us because they knew exactly who we are.
Everyone knows who we are.
Yeah,
You
we
do
kinda
stand out a little bit.
But our exploits have
we-
not exactly been noteworthy thus
Okay,
far.
so that letter, you're saying that letter says that Indigo's not Indigo, but Castor Lieberung disguised as Indigo. That's what that says.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yes, and they knew to give him the purple handshake from Weisbrook.
Is that like a death warrant for the loan payments?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Unclear. No.
Well, so where did you put Trebbiano then?
At the bottom of the sea, I think.
There is no sea. We're next to a river, right? That's not how that works,
We
right?
called the-
Frank, is that how that works?
I paid for the priests of Moor to give him a burial befitting servant of Manon.
What about this bird?
We got that.
Oh, I got his bird.
Yeah. Yeah. It turns out it's some kind of seagull. I don't think it likes being in this cage. But
All right. Okay. Great. Yeah. Got the bird.
we got the bird. We got the Book of Sea Shanties.
I don't know.
All
Like,
of his belongings.
I feel like we're gonna need a whole army to take on these people.
Carry me around.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna need
carry
to,
my backpack.
we're gonna need to find another tall person. You kind of only go down a foot if I were to carry you.
Just, you're sweet, but you're just too small to carry me. You're just wee.
I've heard that a lot.
That's my son.
Oh,
on one
Patches is here. Oh no, never mind. Human son.
One minute. I have to use the restroom. I'm just so sad. I just gotta blow my eyes out. Privacy, because I'm a dwarf and I don't need people seeing me this way.
So,
At this point,
Really
Franc, who's been just continuing to let out a steady low stream of Kislevite profanities, suddenly goes quiet and turns his head, and he sees in the door to the tavern now enters Boris, who walks over to your table as well. And he comes up, and you just overhear him as you're talking to Yeffy. You overhear him say, "Boss, it's as you thought. The road wardens were there. Shit, I knew it. This is the end."
what happened?
You're asking that of
Franc.
Franc? Bruno, he's it is this friend, what was his name again? The doctor one, the wiry doctor fellow, Heidelman. You know Heidelman? You know Heidelman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He is definitely fucking us.
What?
Oh.
Not literally.
What? Well, I mean, But no, but he is... Well, you've been to Merkel's?
Sure,
And,
right.
Merkel is kind of trying to basically stuff his face with food, whatever lunch is there at the table. Yes, well, across the street from Merkel's is a perfume shop called Flash and Schnooflers. You've seen this place?
Flash and Snooflers.
I think we've been there.
Flash and Schnooflers. Well, you know how Merkel, he runs a pawn shop, but it is a business for us.
Right, crime stuff. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to exactly, but yeah, we get the job done. But anyway, the point is, Flash and Schnoofler, of course, is owned by Bloomberg. So we watch them and they watch us, and So last night, we thought maybe some of Bloomberg's road wardens had come in. This is what you're saying, boss? Yes, boss, it was them. I saw 2 road wardens come in middle of night. They go into Flash and Schnooflers. Damn it! I knew it. It's the Rotford job all over again. Son of bitch.
Is Bloomberg your business rival?
Yes, he is. He operates independently here in Altdorf. He does not have the muscle of the Kislevites, but he seems well connected, especially he knows some of these road wardens who are willing to take payment for favors.
What kind of favors?
Favors that road wardens shouldn't do.
Bribes, I see.
Yes.
Why? So what is it? Why is it so upsetting?
Well, because I gave a lot of money to Heidelman, and he's gone off to wherever to fucking Grissenwald with my money to do what? To work for Bloomberg? Screw that guy. Oh, it makes me so mad. Do you want to kill him?
You're asking us?
Not particularly.
That's too bad.
But,
I mean, if you wanted to kill him, you know. Just if you wanted to. Just only if you wanted to. He's fine. Don't worry about it. There's no big deal. There's no big deal.
Well, it just so happens that we also have a list of people we need to kill.
Really?
So maybe we can come to some kind of, arrangement about this. Because Indigo and I, we are not sort of in killing shape at the moment. Kind of.
No, you look like shit. Maybe you should get a nap. Have a sandwich.
I'm gonna have some here.
Yeah, Merkel ate my sandwich, but
What? This was your sandwich? It's just sitting here, and nobody is eating it. So
it's halfling size.
Oh!
It's not some mini human sandwich.
Oh, sorry. This is my sandwich. He reaches across the table and picks up another sandwich and starts eating it. Boss, you want me to keep watch? Yes, go back there and watch and tell me if you see anything else. You got it, boss. Boris heads out.
Well, let me just let's just have a little conference over here.
Oh, of course, of course. Do what you have to do.
So what do we do now? I want Drakilda dead, but Franc is right. I look like shit.
Yeah.
You look like shit.
Yeah. Mechanically, I feel like a man with no health left. So, I've had the revenge. My heart beats for the revenge, but my body does not respond.
Now, how far does this group go? Are they just in Altdorf? Are they all over the place? Because we could go on our way to Griswold, get some more friends, get some more people who might know some more people, and then we come back fully prepped.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a long trip.
Getting at Altdorf sounds like a pretty good idea. If Drakilda's still looking for me, I think they're all over. Like, they found us in Weisbruck, which isn't exactly very far away, but there's no saying that they're not also in Bogenhofen, even,
Yeah.
We should fall back on our number one plan, the plan that we always do, which is to disguise you as something else.
Sort of a variant of that plan, since normally we've been trying to disguise him as Castor, but now we need the opposite of that.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
All right. Well, let's do another little haircut montage. I'll stop shaving, so I'll grow out my natural locks. That's a good disguise. We'll lay low here for a couple of days, and then we'll, plus if we look into this thing for Franc, maybe he can help us with the whole revenge thing. Sort of, killing
See
for
where
killing.
Drakilda's hideout is.
Yeah.
Murder? Do you want to do the murder?
I mean, not particularly, because I don't really know the details, but we could do the murder. I'm not opposed to the murder, but maybe we could get him to help, and we'll just tell him we did the murder. And we'll just tell...
I don't feel good about crossing Franc. I think if he
He
wants
did
to
just
murder,
threaten to murder somebody.
I'm usually down for, ransacking a house or moving some stuff across some lines, but murders, a couple times I've done it, has not felt great. I mean, usually it was because I thought one of my friends was going to die, but now one of my friends is dead.
Yeah, we did not murder hard enough for that. Oh, we got this copper teapot, though. That was from one of your murders. That's a plus.
It's a bad time to bring it up, Bruno.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just
put that teapot away.
Put the teapot away. Yeah.
So we stay and have you guys recoup, or
definitely
do we try to
a nap,
or do we try to recoup on the river and get out of Dodge?
I don't know. That's tough. We've run into them. We've run into this group in Altdorf before, so we know they operate here, and Franc doesn't know anything about them. But so leaving town does seem like a good way to get away from them, because they might try to finish me off. But
Yeah.
I also don't know how safe we're going to be on the river.
Did Castor borrow the money, or did he just buy a lot of stock in there?
As far as I can tell, Castor just promised the money.
Was
No money is
Was Castor just convinced about the Ubersreich inheritance thing? Did he get conned as much as we did?
I think so.
He should not have
Maybe.
promised his newfound fortune to his weird death cult. That was where he went wrong.
Well, he is a real person, which means he has a real family and most likely a real estate somewhere.
That's true. We could see what we could try to learn more about Castor.
Yeah.
We could try to find the people that were trying to kill Castor in the first place.
That's true.
Those
This
people
guy
hate
had a
the
lot of
Purple Man.
enemies. You should have looked like someone else, Indigo. I know I've told you that before, but yeah, man. You really messed this one up.
I'm gonna get another beer.
Thanks, Bruno.
All right, why'd you
I don't
guys
know.
go rest? I'll go wash your clothes. I'm not good at
Oh, thank
washing,
you.
but I can try. And then we'll see how many more days we have in port, because I think we only paid for 3 days.
Huh.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Indigo will get a whole bottle of something alcoholic and then go up to his room.
Excellent.
Is Franc still here?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll go up to him. Franc,
Yes. Bruno.
just if you don't mind, we're going to need to lay low for a little bit to let our horrible stabbing wounds kind of heal up a little bit. If you could let us know if anyone comes around looking for Indigo, or they might call him Castor.
You need Okay, I could do this for you. You need someplace to stay. You need safe house.
Oh, we do need a safe house.
I could do that for you. That is not problem for my friends.
Oh.
I'd be happy to do this. You know,
Wow.
if you need safe house, I have several, and no one will find you and no one will bother you, and you can rest up and get good and healthy, and then go to Grissenwald and kill Heidelman. It's totally fine.
Great, let's start with getting good and healthy. That's
Oh
great.
yes, of course,
Yeah.
of course. Yes. Yeah, okay. Come with me. I will show you. We have good place for you.
Dang it, Bruno.
Come on.
What?
Indigo,
It's a good
Yeffy, come on. You don't want to stay in this shithole, this crappy. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a very nice establishment. No, come with me. Yes, you
No,
take
no,
the bottle
it's
with you,
crap.
Indigo. Come on. We take care of you. You're family now. He
Right,
kind of puts his arms around Bruno and Indigo and pulls them in and kind of starts just purposely walks out of the tavern with you guys in.
Yeah.
You know.
This isn't going to be
Yeah,
a problem in the
happening.
future, yeah.
Isn't he great?
He seems
Franc is
pretty
a good
great. A
friend.
little transactional, maybe, but
He leads you guys a few blocks away, kind of nearer to where his tavern is, his establishment, which people just seem to call Franc's place. But you're not directly over it, but another building kind of down the block. He walks into, and it's a little shop, just sells like sort of normal everyday knickknacks. But he comes bursting through with you all in tow, including Merkel. The whole big group of you just immediately walk in, and he just starts, just walks past the counter and up the stairs, and the person at the counter, who the salesperson, just kind of like buries their nose in some drawer, rifling through stuff, as if to be able to deny ever having seen them. Marches you upstairs into a small, like two room upper floor kind of living space. It's very bare bones. One room has a bed in it. The other room has a wash basin and a table and a couple of chairs. Ah, here you go. You stay here. It's no problem. You can have as long as you want. Have a seat.
Great.
Have a seat. Here, I put. I get kettle and we make some tea. Oh, don't worry about that blood stain here. Just move that rug over this way. It's fine. It's good. You can stay here as long as you like. Relax.
Perfect. Yeah, this is great. Wow,
Oh, you're
seems
very
safe.
welcome. You know, when if you later you're hungry, you want drinks or something. You know, if you need really to stay low, you know, you would just pound 3 times on floor, so that you could be heard downstairs and someone come to help you. But if you come down, if you can go outside, you know, you come over to my place and you know, we get you food, we get you sandwich, we get you whatever you need. All right, my friends.
Great. Wow.
Slaps
Great.
slaps you each on the back. Good,
Ooh.
excellent. So
Oh.
always happy to help family. And he leaves
That's
the
great.
he leaves the he heads
Right in
out
my
with,
stab wounds.
again
Oh.
with Merkel in tow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, look
Alright.
how safe this is.
It's very nice. All right, guys. Well, you get set up in bed, and I'll go do some stuff for you, and just get you rested up.
What stuff?
What do you mean?
What stuff are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna do stuff for us. What do you? Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure that the ship can stay in the port, and I'm probably gonna get you some stuff that's not stained with blood. It's not my first
well, that is
rodeo,
important.
you know. Might pick up some
Right.
booze. Let Renault know that we're not dead. Oh well.
That is important.
Well, except
We're
for
not.
one of us, I
Well,
guess.
most of us aren't dead. If you could swing by the Physicians Guild, I got this little certificate because I'm a doctor now, but it's just destroyed with blood. So if you could see if we pick up another one, I'd really like to display it prominently.
Indigo leaves the room and just collapses into the bed.
Excellent.
He doesn't have time for this.
Yeah.
I know.
Indigo storms into the other room, flops down on the bed, and the closed door then just leans back open and is wide open.
No.
You can easily see and hear each other.
This is a nice place. We really aced this one.
Bruno, I'm not going to go to the Physicians Guild and get you a piece of paper.
It's a certificate. I'll just stop by myself.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's better if you did anyway. I mean, you're asking me to get you a certificate, and I don't read. How am I going to know if it's
that's true. They can give you anything. That's a great... No, you're right. You're right.
Also, it's stupid. So anyway, take off your clothes, and I'll go get you some new ones. And I'll
All right.
go get the ship up.
I leave only my incredibly blood-stained apron on. Okay.
Tiny.
You take your clothes off without taking that off.
You're in the other room. You can't tell how such a feat could be possible.
All right.
All right.
So the two of you relax. Yeffy, you head out to take care of some business.
Yeah, I figure just real quick, Yeffy's going to go down to the port. She's going to tell them what the deal is, that Tribbiano had an incident, and due to our loss, we will be staying in Altdorf a little longer.
Okay.
And going to play.
She says, so the port fees here for your boat in Altdorf are 2 crowns a day. You are paid for it through including tomorrow, and she does have the little chest that you bought with 18 Carls in it, so she could pay for up to 9 more days as needed.
let's just stay the week so that the guys can rest.
I don't know. I could just pay each day, and when you're ready to go, you come and we go.
Fine.
I don't mind. I stay with the ship, and I will pay day by day, and when you're ready, we leave.
And we got all of our goods.
Yes, our whole one crate. We might maybe you think maybe we should get some some ballast, because the hold is
Sure.
very empty.
I think I might have some other crates coming to the ship at some point. So
All right.
I think we're going to have some other things to carry, which will be
Okay,
fine.
this is good, because it's pretty empty down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you just handle another transaction of some sort that you think will be good in Griswold, and we'll call it a day. It'll be great. Fantastic. Nothing obviously that's perishable, because you're going to be stuck here for a little while, right?
All right.
You're great. I'm going to go down into town. Then I'm going to take before I left, Yucky's going to take Indigo and Bruno's bloody clothes, and she's going to put them in a barrel and light it on fire. And then she's going to go into town
Excellent.
and get some different clothes. And she's probably trying to figure out a nice disguise for Indigo and another kind of off-brand outfit for Bruno.
Now
Maybe something a little dwarf.
the outfit. I'm kind of curious, Bruno. The outfit that has been ruined and now burnt, is that your normal everyday clothes, or is that the little sailor boy outfit?
That's a great. I'm gonna roll my die here, and for better or for worse, it apparently is my regular everyday clothes,
Okay.
and the little sailor boy outfit is fine.
Very good. Excellent. Okay.
Kind of. Maybe it would be better if it were the other way, but that is not the case.
Excellent. Yeffy, I can't even remember, honestly, why you bought that. Anyway, Yeffy, you buy some clothing.
No
you
way.
buy just some sort of common clothes for Indigo and Bruno. That's easily enough found. And I'll say it costs you 10 shillings.
That's fine. Yeffy does have a lot of money, just so you know. Cool. Done. Come back. Busting the door. Hey, I got you some great stuff. Look at this is a nice. Oh, did I wake you?
Revenge! Sorry. Whew. I fell asleep in the bath here. I was covered in blood. Really. Ooh. Having some nightmares.
Well,
The bath being the small wash tub in the other room, which I guess is big enough for Bruno, almost.
you don't have to sleep in the tub.
I'm real worn out. Indigo's in the bed. I don't want to sleep with him. He snores.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go back.
There's like
Yeah, there's only the one bed, but I could sleep in a little cot, and then you could sleep wherever. Just probably another cot. We don't have any cots, but I could hang
okay.
my apron across the back of these two chairs, and it's kind of
my word.
it's like a hammock, and I can sleep in that.
Yep. Yeffy's gonna go into the room that Nico's in. She's gonna take off his sheet off of one of the beds, because I'm sure there's more than one. And she's just gonna make a hammock.
Okay. As you are preparing yourselves to turn in for the night, there is a light rap at the door.
Man, sorry. It's real jumpy since this whole...
It's okay. I'm gonna go answer that. Yeffy kind of scuffles up and
It's fine.
the door a little
Got
bit.
my knives.
You can see arms laden with a few bundles. You can see Merkel Meyer.
Oh, hey, Marco, what's up?
Hi, Evie. It's good to see you. I brought some things for you so that you will be more comfortable, and I have some news for you. And I thought maybe, if you are hungry, I brought you some dinner, and I have some, some extra blankets and some pillows. Can you maybe let me in? It's a little heavy.
Seems suspicious.
All right, fine. Okay. I have to search you, though. Okay.
What? Search me?
You? Yeah, I'm gonna
all
search you.
right. I guess.
Okay, come on in.
Okay.
You open
So
the door.
he comes in, and he's just got all kinds of stuff, and he comes kind of stumbling in. He's got a couple like blankets and pillows and stuff. It's basic bedding things. So that's the main bulk of it. He has a few brown paper wrapped packets, which from the smell of it is some kind of food. You can definitely smell a sort of fresh baked bread smell coming from one of them. And he sets those down on the table. And he has a bottle of wine and a couple of glasses that he sets on the table for you as well. Frank just wanted to make sure that you had everything you need, so I brought some things, and also he was curious what the name of your boat is.
That's a good question. What is the name of our boat? Oh, Crips, you might be muted.
No, I mean I was, but I also wasn't saying anything. So.
Oh, sorry. I saw your I saw your mouth moving.
Did we name our boat?
You recall now that Trebbiano had just bought a new masthead and had a bucket of paint and was in the process of about to paint something on the side of the boat. So who not yet rechristened the boat.
The Trebbiano. Or the Salty, after the bird.
What? Really? You're gonna name it after the bird?
Well,
seems
Indigo didn't like
inappropriate.
the first suggestion. The bird was Trebbiano. Look at the bird. Look, it really needs to get out of this cage.
It is a little big for the cage that it's in. It looks pretty unhappy.
All right, fine. What are your
The
suggestions?
salty. Fine, the salty. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it's fine.
what? What?
I mean, we're gonna be
Triana?
stuck
Wanna
with
name
it.
Triana?
I mean, naming the
Fine.
boat after the guy feels a little, I don't know, wrong, but
Well then,
I mean, if that's fine. I don't
the,
I don't have
how
any
about
strong
the seabird?
attachments.
How about the seabird? The seabird.
Seabird.
The seabird.
Sure.
The seabird.
Fine.
Okay, that's good.
all
That's
I
good.
got. The seabird. It's the seabird, Merkel. We just decided. Gotta paint it.
All right, good. I heard that you have some storage space, and so I was going to load up for you some very nice Sudenland wine.
Oh.
Oh,
It is definitely from Sudenland, so don't worry about any import
Oh.
fees. It's fine.
Sure, it is from Sudeland,
Great.
so it should be fine.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Great.
Should just let know our lady at the boat is Renat, and she knows that there will be some additional packages
Right,
and crates.
all right. Great.
So just let her know the number and weight, and that'd be great.
Sure.
What's the depth of the wine?
What's that?
The destiny.
Oh, the destination.
Destination.
I
I told him it'd be a little more epic than it was, didn't I?
Yeah.
The wine.
Kemperbad. You're going to through Kemperbad, right? On your way to Grissenwald?
Uh-huh.
Yes. I'll get you the name of our contact there. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll get it to you before you leave. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. Just bring it. Just drop it off on your way since you have the space. I figured it wouldn't be a big deal. Not a problem. All right.
the fact that you keep saying it's fine makes me feel like it's not fine. Honestly.
Bruno, he says it's fine.
He is now kind of like stepping back, like trying to make his way out the door and to leave as quickly as he can.
Great.
All right,
it's fine.
so it's good. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll bring you some breakfast tomorrow. You're fine. Do you know how long you're
Thanks
staying?
so
No,
much.
not yet. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, see you later.
Everything's fine.
And
Perfect.
he exits.
I feel like things are getting away from us a little bit here.
I heard it's fine.
I feel like someone would have normally told me no at this point. It's weird.
Are we smuggling stuff? Is that
Oh,
What?
absolutely.
What?
are we smuggling goods?
What?
I think Triviano was telling me something about this, that people are trying to pass off Bretonian wine as Suderland wine.
And those
I think I heard
people are
something
now us.
Yes.
You know,
The trick is that you get Satunian wine, and you get them to taste that, and you say, "See, it's genuine, it's real. This is the real stuff." And everyone goes, drinks it, and they get a little drunk, and then you're like, "Okay, pass it along," and then you're fine, and then you get paid the money for the other wine.
see,
It's easy. It's
That's
fine.
good.
You know Yeffy from dealing with goods that Bretonian, and actually all of you probably know that Bretonians make actually the finest wine. So that's the good stuff, is Bretonian wine. And there's probably some pretty hefty imports because it does come all the way, or import taxes because it comes all the way from Bretonia. Sudeland is just another county, another province in the empire, so, you know.
I see. Indigo, you've got it backwards. It's Bretonian wine being passed off as Sudetenland wine.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
You
This
know,
wine
now
Merkel
I don't know.
really good. Whatever it is, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, you're right. This is really some high quality stuff.
Oh.
Can't believe
So-
the Sudetenland makes it. I hope nobody tries to annex that in the future. So,
Fantastic. So everyone's
Well,
on
that's-
board with that, right?
this totally
fine.
above board transport of Sudeten wine. I'm definitely on board for that. As long as it doesn't
Are
get
we
in the
on
way
the
of our
hook?
revenge mission.
Yeah. Are we on the hook to kill a guy?
That seemed unclear. I don't know if we're trading his life for this room, because he must not be that
think
great
you-
if this is the room we got out of it.
Bruno, I think you traded his life for this room.
What? No, Franc offered a safe house, and I accepted. I am a healer. I think my badge is ruined, but I think based on the test I took, I heal. I do not take life.
Indigo is stunned for like 30 seconds, says nothing, just staring at Bruno after you say this. Just has absolutely no response for that. Like, what?
Just imagining the awkward silence as the camera pulls back and the three of you stand around this kind of rickety table in this very shoddy 2-room space. Little bundles here and there.
Yeah.
Only 2 chairs at around the table.
Well,
Somebody's always got to stand.
Yeah, Indigo's sitting on the ground.
we keep shifting off as somebody gets up. Their seat instantly gets stolen. What's important, Indigo, is that it's fine.
I just don't want to accidentally turn into a hitman for some crime family in Altdorf, alright?
It's not.
See, I was told I just had to keep eyes on this guy. This is the same guy? Or is this a different guy?
Heisel.
Ernst Titleman, yeah.
Ernst Titleman, yeah. Originally, if you were only asked to keep eyes on him, but it seems some news was just some more information was just garnered recently about him definitely screwing over Franc.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally don't go in for the killing. I just the watching, maybe has some stuff. I
Yeah.
just alleviate. Yep, that
So,
stuff.
let's just convince him to stop screwing Franc. We'll use our words instead of, excuse me, our knives. We'll tell him we will kill him unless he stops screwing Franc. He doesn't know that we don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that's probably going to end up with us killing him. You know what? We'll just worry about it when we get there. And we,
Exactly.
You know, we'll love
Exactly.
Sure.
Right. For now, it's fine.
All right. Well, we're good.
Yeah. Most importantly, we have revenge. And I was thinking, there's only 3 of us, and Indigo and I are incredibly injured. But we were going to stop by Kemperbad, where an immortal monstrous vampire lives. He has a crush on Deborah. He's probably great at taking lives. He sort of does it professionally, I think. We could ask him to help us with the Drakilda situation.
You're just full of great ideas, Bruno.
You want me to go talk to my ex?
Did you ever really date?
We had that night at the dance and the perfume shop
What happened
and
to
that
the
night with the boat
What happened to the boat?
when he asked me out. Hello?
Wasn't he
Well, we
trying
weren't
to kill
there.
us?
What?
Oh.
On the
What?
boat, yes, on the boat, totally. And we were trying to kill him. It was one of those hate-love relationships, mainly hate. I really didn't like when he bit me. And I sometimes still feel really weird about it. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh, God, yes, you're going to die. And then I'm like,
Bit you?
oh, hello. So weird.
Like he bit you?
Yeah. Yeah, he bit me right in the neck.
Yeah, you can still see 2 little red marks on Yuffie's neck where the scars haven't fully healed.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I always thought-
interesting.
That's an interesting idea. I mean,
Well,
I mean, if we can convince him, that seems...
I just start looking around the room for like any piece of wood that can be sharpened.
Yeah, there's not a lot around the room, to be honest. You're in the not bedroom, so there's the table and the 2 chairs. There's the little bundles, paper wrap bundles of food that Merkel left on the table. There's a pile of blankets and pillows, which look much too soft to do any damage. There's the wash tub.
Bruno just grabs one of the chairs now that he's the one standing and just kicks out one of the legs. Indigo, I'm so sorry, Mom. Like, I'm so sorry about that. I kicked one of the legs. It broke right off. I'll just hold on to this.
now you only have 1 chair.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
lopsided. Look at this.
I know. It's my bad. I was fumbling around.
Why?
Indigo goes
Why?
back and pulls out a wooden stake that he has in his pack and just sort of jams it into the hole that the chair leg was in, and then sets the chair back up.
Yeah, it's a little wobbly, and it requires, anytime you sit on it, there's like a slight chance it falls to pieces. So I have a chair with a stake leg and a stake made out
perfectly
of a
good
chair
wooden
leg.
stake. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I'll just hold on to the chair leg anyway.
You want to convince Orlok to kill that lady.
Drakilda. And maybe, I mean, he could wipe out, if we can convince him, he could wipe out this whole purple hand nonsense. We get our revenge, we could be free of all this crap.
If anyone's killing Drakilda, it's gonna be me. Or one of us. Not
Well, we'll
some
help him.
asshole vampire.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, he'll help us get in. He'll help us infiltrate it by killing all the other people. I wish we could take our revenge on freaking Castor Lieberung, but he's already dead. So
I don't know. That seems like a last resort. I was thinking that maybe we could hunt down the. Remember when we got attacked in Vicebrook the first time by that guy with the crossbow? And he had that letter on him from some other guy when they were talking about Castor. I think if we can go to Nuln, where that guy said they talked, maybe we can find that guy and convince him to help us. Because those people definitely hate the Purple Hand.
they weren't part of the Purple Hand.
No, they were trying to kill Castor, like assassinate him.
Yeah, the hook and hatchet in Nuln.
Maybe.
I mean, that's a
That's
long
where
shot.
That's where we're not wanting to go with the paper.
Right?
That's true.
We could go find it. But what if they are actually just trying to murder him because he owed a lot of money? I don't know why he would murder those two other Purple Hand guys, but
Yeah, I don't know. Or we could try to find out more about Castor Lieberung. Maybe he does have the money.
Paul, do we know where Castor is from? We never...
No, you know that he was traveling, right there, right? That he was a victim. His body was found in a turned-over cart somewhere between Karlberg and Altdorf.
So we could go back to Karlberg. The vampire we dropped off there seems to no longer be around, so it might be pretty safe.
it could have been a summer home.
This guy has a lot of homes.
Well,
How do you feel?
so sorry to interrupt, but if we want to hunt down Castor, it sounds like we also have to go to Nuln, right? One of the people who signed the affidavit proving who he was is from Nuln. Probably knows the guy.
Oh,
It's true.
Oscar Helm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Guildmaster of the Merchant Guild of Nuln. All right, this is a good idea. This might be better than trying to seduce a 1,000-year-old vampire to help us.
I mean, I'm not saying that Yeffy couldn't seduce that vampire. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
he could
he is a
seduce the
vampire.
He is a vampire. He probably does have another place full of stuff, though. Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, we're passing through Kemperbad. We could poke in on him.
I say hello. You're
Yeah.
Poke in on the
You're
vampire.
Yeah.
He invited us. We'll need new dresses.
It's true.
I don't know, the
most
sailor outfit
importantly-
might work.
What?
So the sailor outfit might work. Who knows?
What? This is my little boy outfit.
What? Okay, Buck. You know what? I'm not.
It was, it was to trick Renat. She already thought I was a little boy. I figured I'd dress the part. It made sense at the time.
Bruno, go back to bed. Go back, rest.
Yeah. All right. I'm
You
getting
have
back in the
clothes.
bath to sleep.
Okay.
Indigo
other
will
sleeping
set up the sheets and like make a little nest for himself, I guess.
Sure. Merkel did drop off a fair number of blankets and pillows, which you can also use to make yourself comfortable.
Oh, are you not taking the bed?
I don't know. One of you can take the bed.
Great. Yunk. Curl up right in the middle there. I got the wooden chair like just grasped in my hand.
Excellent.
I feel we'll set up a makeshift bed.
Okay, so the three of you basically camp out in the space wherever is possible, and you have a it's still reasonably early. It's only like around dinner time, but you're all thoroughly exhausted. Certainly, Bruno and Indigo are, and so you pass out and you sleep long into the next morning, and eventually, the sun comes in through the uncurtained window, beaming down on you. and Bruno, in your position right there in the middle of the bed, sunlight right in the face. You wake up.
So
This is a terrible room.
out of character a little bit. It sounds like no matter what we're doing, we're going south down the river.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna stay in Altdorf and like rest for this week, or I don't know, because like there's nothing else really in Altdorf that Indigo wants to do.
I thought that was the suggested plan, was that you guys would rest so you guys could heal up a little bit.
I'm just worried about getting like, just because I think you and I are both. You might have 1 hit point.
I have 2.
2. Okay. Because I have 0, so like if we don't heal, I think both of us are pretty much 1 hit away from just instant death.
Eating it, yeah. Okay.
How much do we heal over a period of time?
It takes a week, if you recall. It takes a week of rest to heal naturally. Now, have you performed? I've already forgotten, Bruno, because we had a break.
Yeah, I did.
You performed surgery right after
Yeah.
the. Okay, yeah. Then it's going to take a week. The other thing I will draw your attention to, since we're talking about it, here's the map, which hopefully you're looking at. So as you look at that, if you just look the distance there between Altdorf and Weissbruck there on the left, you can see that was about a 2-day journey on your boat, right? Just for distance, right? So it'll probably take you about the same amount of time down there to get to Castle Reichgard, and then you're going to travel probably all the way down the Reich. There's Kemperbad. Keep going down the Reich. Eventually get to Grissenwald, and then eventually Nuln. But you're looking at probably at least a week of travel just on the boat to get all the way down to Nuln. Now, of course, you'll stop through if you decide to stop at Kemperbad or Grissenwald. Then maybe you won't get your full week of rest, depending on what happens on the boat. Certainly, the safe house is more guaranteed.
My only worry is that we're going to get jumped, like they're actively looking for us, and we're going to get attacked just trying to get back to our boat, and then we'll be really in trouble if we don't rest at all. But
Yeah.
if we just want to skedaddle, I think that's okay.
I mean, I like the plan of resting a week. I just wanted to make sure that we were all, like, that was the plan. Because that's what I thought the plan was, and I want to make sure that was actually the plan, and I wasn't just making it up. Great.
Okay, so you spend a week in the safe house. Excellent. That's great. It's great.
It's a great place.
Yeah. So
Now we have to kill that guy.
a week goes by. A week goes by, and then now it's been a long time since we did this, and I'm trying to remember if I only give you your level or if I gave you a D6 on top of that. I'm gonna be generous because I can't remember and I didn't write it down. And I'll give you D6 plus your level in hit points for resting for the week.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, I got the punch. Oh, this was a very restful week for Indigo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now it is a maddening week of 3 people trapped in a very little room. Merkel does bring you supplies. Merkel brings you supplies. In fact, Bruno, one thing catches your eye. On like the 3rd day there, you open up one of the packets that Merkel brings up of food. It's usually reasonably good, decent food, usually wrapped up in paper and string. When you unwrap it, you realize that the paper is some proclamations. They just like been pulled down off a post or something. Apparently whatever straight paper Merkel could find just to wrap up the foodstuffs in. And this one catches your eye because it looks interesting. Here it is.
It's the news.
And I will copy this sucker on up to your drive here as well. There's handouts, proclamation, boom. Okay, so that's if you want a better view. If one of you wants to grab that out of the handouts, that's called, I think, H3 Proclamation. And go ahead and read that out for our benefit of our podcast listeners. That'd be great.
By the order of His Imperial Majesty, the Right Royal Karl Franz, ruler of the heights and depths, true image of Sigmar and the exalted ruler of the Empire, be it known to all the Emperor's subjects that henceforth the despicable practice of exiling or otherwise disposing of those unfortunate creatures heretofore known as mutants shall cease. Provision must be made to allow all those with physical deformities, whether they are born with them or whether they develop in later life, to take their rightful place in society. It is His Majesty's considered opinion that there are no such thing as mutants, and the application of such nomenclature is henceforward illegal. Contravention of any of the articles of this proclamation are punishable by death. Signed by someone. Someone Schnitzel...
I have no idea.
Well, that's nonsense. What? He hasn't read my new treatise. Wait, my treatise on mutation and its horrible effects. What? The heck is this?
Well, it's from the Emperor, Bruno.
What ooh. Disregarding the nonsense of this proclamation, it may have incidentally put us in some legal trouble.
Why? You actively killing and exiling mutants?
Not directly. I may have started the process of publishing my very well-researched treatise, which is entitled... I gotta look up my exact title. Which may... oh my god. Well, it has a title, I promise. My computer refuses to open it. Oh, something about the mutants not being good. It's about how bad mutation is.
And clearly well labeled as written by Dr. Bruno Feinbottom.
Yeah, I put my real name on it.
Yeah. So when you say publishing, what do you mean exactly by that?
It may be entitled exactly this: On Human Anatomy and Its Most Horrible and Disturbing Mutations, Transformations, etc. A treatise by Dr. Bruno Feinbottom.
Again, when you say publishing, is it in your backpack at all times? Has anyone else seen this? Does anyone take you seriously enough to actually go through with this?
I may have sent it to Grissenwald. In a letter. I was trying to...
Indigo, you now remember seeing Bruno back in Weisbruck when the two of you headed over to deliver some letters to be delivered via coach. It seemed like you had a very large bundle. Very large bundle indeed.
I was trying to get it peer reviewed.
By the only other doctor you know, I assume.
That's correct. It's very good.
When you wrote it,
Yeah.
did you write it like you talk?
In Reichsfield,
Does it sound
yeah.
like? No, does it sound like you? Does it sound like if I was having a conversation with you over a table or something like that?
I did try to make the tone conversational to improve the, public
So we
awareness.
can, so we can pass it as a joke, as a what's a word for that thing where you're saying a thing, but it's so terrible that it has to be, fake.
Everything Bruno says.
What?
Yeah, we could pass it as that.
It's my dedicated work. I mean, this is my into the science of medicine here. It's not a joke. It has diagrams.
So you feel passionately about it, so you're willing to die for it.
When you put it that way, maybe we could say it was a joke.
Okay. Well, just suggestions. But if you were willing to die for it, I would think that's really powerful. I mean, that's like, wow, Bruno. Never knew. But I mean, if you're okay with just being like, nah, I didn't mean any of that, then we can help spin it that way. Me and Indigo.
Yeah. I never read it.
There.
Well, you can't read.
Neither of us can. Doesn't mean that we can't quote it poorly.
I mean, it's good. Maybe it'll sway everyone's opinions. The Emperor will realize how wrong this proclamation is.
Well, you just said that you wrote it like a conversation.
Right, persuasively.
Oh my gosh.
I need a beer.
Yeah.
I need a beer.
I'm gonna go walk patches.
Bruno just sits in the room, just poring over every page of the treaties. Now it's just this endless sequence of horrible mutants and their terrible, incurable mutations.
Excellent. As your nights thereafter are plagued with dreams of Rolf, of you having to defend your treatise in front of a board, and it turns out that the person that you're defending your treatise to is Rolf, and his face is melting as you're trying to defend the treatise. And it just. Yeah, it's a rough couple of days before finally at the end of the week you're all really stir crazy and ready to get the heck out of this safe house.
Well, this has been a great time, everybody.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here. I don't care if we get jumped anymore. Just storm off back to the ship.
Yeah.
Excellent. You leave the safe house and you head on down to the boat. Have you named it? Have you given it a name yet?
The Seabird.
The Seabird.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you head down to the Seabird.
Nightmare.
And as you head to the Seabird, Renat, let's see, you were there. 5, 10. Okay. So Renat greets you. Hello, my friends. I'm so glad to see you are here. We have I've been paying the port fees, and she shows you the box, which is now down to 8 Carls left in the box. It's someone came by. He said he had a cargo for us, and I mean, who am I to say no? But he loaded several barrels into the hold. It's
Wine.
Ah, good. I'm sure it will. And we're. Yes. He said. He said it was. I wrote it, or no. I remembered. He said it was to go to a merchant in Kemperbad named Sergey.
Sergey.
Does he sound right to you? All right. So I guess something has already been established. All right. So well then we are ready to cast off whenever you like.
Let's get going.
Let's
All
go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's here.
Excellent. Great. So you start heading up the Reich. Excellent.
Where there's no death.
Where we certainly won't find any death.
Okay. So you start. Great. The seabird, the sail fills, and the four of you start sailing up the Reich. The first day goes by uneventfully. It's a beautiful day. The wind is at a good angle, and you make good time, and you start traveling up the Reich.
It's the first fresh air we've had in a week.
Yeah, first fresh air you've had in a week. It's really nice. You have this cabin that actually has room for everyone to sleep. Everyone gets their own bed, which is really nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It's delightful. You finally feel free of Altdorf. You do notice that there are half a dozen barrels of wine down in the hold, in addition to your one crate of paper. And they are. If you bother to inspect them, you find that they are marked product of Sudanland.
Great.
Because they are.
Yeah. Does
Right.
any?
Yep.
Okay. Great.
None of us bother those crates during our journey.
Yeah.
Great. Leave those barrels of wine alone. Okay, great. Okay, and you pass the first day of sailing just fine, and it's lovely. You sleep well the following night, and I have here somewhere.
Should we let Salty fly free?
Oh, probably.
Spirited.
Maybe, maybe when we cast off, we say a last goodbye to Trebbiano and say our goodbyes with the bird, and we release him.
Does anyone want to say any words?
Salty, you were Trebbiano's bird. You made a lot of noise when we were trying to sleep. It was really annoying, but we like Trebbiano, so by extension, we also tolerate you. You should be free. I don't know if that's what Trebbiano wanted, but
This cage is too
there
small.
you go. This cage is too small, and it's just cramped in there, and it's just painful. Just rah, 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 rah.
Why?
Excellent. Finally, you open the cage, and Salty kind of muscles out, stretches its wings, and then jumps up into the air and flies up. It circles up above the central mast of the ship, and you can see joins a couple of other seabirds as they circle around the boat, and the boat and the seabird continues to press on up the Reich, and you find yourself actually quickly losing track of which one is Salty as they continue to fly around and circle around, and As you continue your journeys, you find that whenever you look up there, there's usually a couple birds hanging, flying up there or roosting up on the top of the mast. And sometimes you like to think that maybe one of them is salty.
Oh, he found his family.
Sure.
Do you think
Family.
if we let Patches go, will a whole family of dogs follow our boat?
Well, Patches is part of our family. Shut up, Indigo.
Indigo about ready to shove the dog off the back rail.
Oh, jeez, man. Holy crap, Indigo.
No, I'm not
We
saying
hold
that.
on to
I'm saying,
Patches real tight.
Come on.
if we wanted to get
You wouldn't even-
more dogs, would that work?
You don't get more dogs
Uh-huh.
by kicking the dog out of the ship. This is, we're not speaking of this anymore.
Yeah. Stop being so mean to
Yeesh.
Patches.
Sorry, Patches.
Half the time he doesn't even know you're there because he has no depth perception. I mean, give him a break.
You're right. You're right.
It's
Be mean to Patches.
Patches thinks our ship is just sitting in one place, unmoving.
Patches.
Just gonna get there. We go. There
Man.
we go. Okay. So on the second day, as you continue your journey, on the second day, as you start to near a place where you know eventually you're watching for the eventual influx of the river Tufel on your right. You're expecting to see, so you're watching for that. That's a known landmark that you can watch for, so to sort of mark your passage. As you're watching for that, you look to your right and you see a strange sight. You can see there is a grassy slope of a low hill just above the embankment of the river, and there's a strange structure on top of it. It looks like like the ruins of an old tower, like an old stone tower, that has been built on top of with some kind of strange wooden structure. You can tell, Yeffy, you can tell just by looking at it that the original construction is clearly dwarf make. It looks old and sturdy, but I'll just give you a picture here. But perched on top of it, like a strange insect, is this wooden structure, this strange building on top, held up by a dozen beams and stanchions and ropes and pulleys. This huge scaffolding that just surrounds the entire thing, and then has this odd object on top of it, like a little hut with a strange beam jutting out the side, and
What?
you can see as you look at it, as you peer at it, as you're traveling by, you can see vaguely short, bearded, tool-wielding figures moving about on the wooden structures.
Huh.
Renat, what is that?
I have no idea.
Oh.
What's going on there? Did you some kind of?
But look,
Take-
they're on the wharf there. Are those two hailing us? It looks. I see them waving. Should we go in?
Wait a minute. I want to know what they're defacing some dwarven tower. What are they doing? Maybe they're
Are those
Are
reconstructing
those
it.
dwarves?
Yeah, maybe they need something. Maybe they have
They have
something.
beards.
Oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
they don't all look alike.
Sure.
Thanks.
We all have beards.
All right. So you think so you want me to bring the seabird onto the wharf there?
Yeah, bring it around.
Oui, oui. So Renat, with your help, works the sail, and you bring the seabird closing into the wharf. And as you do, you can see two dwarves standing there on this wharf, this dock that juts out, which looks to be built probably very sturdily and large, probably for the unloading of heavy material. And just as you get within shouting distance, you can see that they one of them is waving at you, and he says, "Oi, oi! Give us a lift, won't ya? We can pay."
Oh,
Okay.
passengers.
To where?
Either
where's your
direction's
destiny?
fine.
Either direction. What? Why?
He
What?
holds up
What?
a large purse and shakes it, and you
Oh.
can see it kind of shifting with the
Fine.
weight of coin.
Hey, they don't like going to Kemperbat.
We can stop
Right.
real quick. Let's see.
All right, let's pull up. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, so as the boat gets close to the dock and you're getting ready, and they seem to be eager, ready to just jump on board the boat as soon as it's within reach, you can see another figure now running down from the structure, racing down the grassy hill towards the two on the dock, and you hear him shout, "Hey, you better get back to work, you louts! What do you think you're doing? You want to be blacklisted from the guild? You better get back here!" And he kind of comes racing down, and the two of them are like looking back and forth to the boat and to this guy racing at them.
What's going on?
That's great.
I don't know what's happening. What do we do?
Well, these dwarves needs passage, right? They're getting out of the guild. I know. I can't wait to hear this story.
Is the person running towards them also a dwarf?
Yes,
or
appears to be. Yes.
All right, gentlemen, all aboard.
All right, so you pull up the boat. Renat is ready to shove the anchor over to stop the boat, or throw ropes onto the dock. But the dwarves look like they're just going to make a jump for it. Right, one of them gets ready, and just as he does so, finally the other one comes racing down the dock and just tackles it right there on the on the dock. And the other one looks nervously and then just turns around and starts running away.
what?
What?
Dwarves, am I right? You know.
So two of them are now wrestling on the dock as the boat is coming to a halt and within within reach.
Break it up there. Break it up.
Anybody doing anything?
Has our boat stopped?
Yes. So Renat is working on getting the boat to stop and getting it fixed to the dock. These two dwarves are just wrestling.
Hey now.
Well, I need to go to the bathroom. You two take care of this.
Hey now. Settle down there. Guy wants to get on a boat. He can get on a boat.
Are
You didn't do
you
anything wrong.
are you just shouting this from the
Shouting.
boat?
I'm shouting
Yeah.
at them. Well, because they got to get close enough to get off the dock. Jeffy's not going to go get wet. That's disgusting for a dwarf.
How violent does it seem like this is getting?
Not like there are no blows being landed, no fists, right? It's just wrestling,
Okay.
just wrestling.
Okay.
And eventually, the one who came running down kind of gets the other, gets his arm behind his back, hoists him up to his feet, and he says, "You get back to work, you lazy bum!" And he gives him a shove, and the dwarf. This is the dwarf who was holding up the purse at you. It's just kind of in a huff, turns and starts marching very slowly and petulantly back up the hill. The dwarf who sent him running turns to you. I assume Yeffy is closest to the rail here, and he says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have delayed you on your travels. That's those two lazy layabouts trying to get out of their contracts. Just, it makes me blush with shame. Good dwarf lady, please do not think ill of the Engineers Guild for this terrible display."
Of course not. Of course not. That's too bad. We didn't understand when they were waving us down. They said they had passage, and we thought the delay would be worth the amount.
Well, of
Unfortunately,
course.
it had delayed us.
How were you to know? Of course not, but I can't say I blame them. It's been nothing but delays and accidents, and but they've signed a contract, and it's got to be complete.
Yeah, contracts.
What are you building? What is this thing?
It's an Imperial Commission from Altdorf to oversee a great and mighty signaling device.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, aye, it is very interesting. But it's been the worst job we've ever signed up for. I wish we had never taken it. I mean, the blueprints are amazing and the construction is ingenious, of course, but I've lost. I had 12 engineers working for me, and now I've down to 6. They keep running off. They say it's cursed.
Cursed? Like what happens? Why would they think that? That's strange.
Well, there's been some workers disappearing, and there's been accidents, terrible accidents, and
Sounds cursed.
normally very careful, very very safe dwarven workers falling from the scaffolding. It's
Drunk, right? Yeah.
one of my workers fell prey to a terrible paralyzing disease. 2 more just vanished last night. Just completely vanished. The other dwarfs, they're demanding danger pay. They say that the place is a cursed elven burial mound or something. I mean, it's all bunk, of course, but
I don't know. It sounds pretty dangerous to me.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Very cursed.
Sounds pretty cursed. I mean, did you guys do any kind of research before building? Was there another structure here at some point that may have had ghosts?
The original structure was always here. We were just building on top of it.
It's a dwarven structure, though. So there
Aye,
must be
old
some
dwarf
history.
make. That's what it looks like to me as well.
Well, I sort of like look back at Yeffy and Bruno, kind of like puzzled, and Inigo says, "Do we want to help? We do. We have dealt with unusual things before in Bogenhofen."
That's true. We're kind of professional, curse investigators.
Are you?
Monster
that
slayers.
Not professional, but
Amateur.
we've done it.
We know about a few strange things that might occur to different places and such, yeah?
Really?
Suppose. Yeah, though if by chance this does not turn out to be something of the odd nature, but instead just some farmer wearing a mask, well, I mean, we could also deal with that, I suppose.
Well, if you're willing to take it, the project is well funded. I'd be happy to pay.
Yes, so about payment, we are going to be delayed quite a bit by then addressing your curse problem. And of course, then there's the curse problem that would also need payment. So what figures are we looking at?
Well, how about I'll
It's
pay you.
Imperial Commission. Yeah.
I'll pay you the normal working dwarf wage of a carl per day per dwarf. And if you can find the curse and stop it, I'll give you a bonus of 50 carls. How does that sound?
What fit?
Do me and my halfling friend count as dwarves in this case?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, sorry.
What?
Yes, I just wanted to
50
make sure.
So we
Sorry,
find
I'm just used to paying per dwarf. It's just the
No,
language I
we'll be
use.
dwarf. For 50
I
cards,
get it.
I'll be a dwarf. That's fine. Yeah.
50 carls to find the source of the curse, correct?
Well, if you could solve the problem, right? If you can,
So if it's
50 carl bonus. If I feel assured that there's that work can be completed and there's no more
so
dangerous.
if it's a curse, then we deal with it, or if it's a bunch of greenskins causing trouble, we deal with it.
Oh,
doesn't
I-
matter. Carlos.
Yes, indeed.
We'll,
What do you guys
We'll-
think?
we'll do
that
it.
sounds
we'll
that
do
sounds all right.
50 cards. All right.
All right. Fine. We will go investigate this. Do we? Oh, sir. One
Aye.
last thing. Before
Aye.
we go into investigation, lodgings while investigating this, and of course food, and of course fine ale, because we're gonna have a thirst.
Oh, of course. So the standard dwarven contract. Aye. I'm happy to draw it up. Aye.
Oh,
aye.
I would love to see it in the fine print, which of course my wonderful halfling friend will read.
Right.
out loud,
Yes.
just to make sure that the lingo is appropriate.
Aye.
Okay.
I am, allow me to introduce myself. I am Eindruls Eisenbeard. Who might you?
Eisenbeard.
Aye.
Eisenbeard. That's good.
And you might
Sounds
you
like a
be
pretty
fine
good-
lady dwarf.
I'm Yeffy Broxon.
Yaffi Broxand, a pleasure to meet you. And who are your companions?
Oh, yeah. So this is Bruno.
Fine bottom, a doctor.
Fine bottom.
Oh,
He's
doctor.
a doctor. He's a doctor. He has a certificate, but it got a little ruined. You know,
It still counts.
Spotty.
Yeah.
Still counts.
Still official. Yeah.
And of course, this is Indigo. I can't never remember his last name because we also have that other last name, and then I get them confused.
Halberstam.
Understand? And then, yeah,
Pleasure
He's
to meet
human.
you. Excellent.
I am a human.
He shakes each of your hands in turn. Well, would you like to see the site and the plans?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And we would also like any other dwarves to interview. That's what I'm looking at to see if how they've been handling the situation, anything they may have seen or feelings they get.
Aye.
Especially the guy who just tried to leave.
Oh, thin grim, lazy layabout. Oh, you can talk to him if you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Come with me. Come up to the camp, and I'll show you the plans, and then we can look at the site, and you can talk to whoever you like to talk to.
Great.
X.
Great.
All right,
Wow.
we'll go to the camp.
All right. So he
Look at us,
leads
just
you up
Murder
the hill.
mystery investigators now.
What's out?
Let's see if I can get this ready for you. Great.
And Yeffy, you can ask them maybe about that thing.
Oh yeah. What-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
your
No.
dwarf thing.
I know the dwarf thing. I know what it is, but I mean, I don't know what
Right.
it is. But I might not want to ask someone who's from the guild what it is. That's all, because
All right.
But I might ask one of the other workers. Maybe they know. But
All right. So I've also uploaded a copy of this for you guys in your handouts folder.
Ooh.
This is
wow.
H5 Observatory Plans. He says, well, much of the original structure was in terrible damage when we started, so we've rebuilt a fair bit of it. In fact, the foundation was sound, though. There was a sound foundation, so we just built on top of that. You could see here the goal of the empire, of the plan is to build these every within view of the horizon of the next one. The idea being that the emperor can raise up a signal from Altdorf to Nuln in a matter of moments by having each tower independently signal the next one down the line.
Huh.
So it's got a winch for hoisting flags, and it's got a great hearth with a mighty shiny mirror behind it that can shine a great light in the night time if should the flags be unable to be seen.
A mirror.
Was the mirror Dwarven make as well?
We haven't even installed it yet.
Wow.
We're still building the structure.
So does he? Where are we right now? Does he give us a tour? Does he just show us plans?
So he's led you up the hill, not quite all the way to the actual structure. There's a small campsite. You can see there's about half a dozen tents pitched here. There's a large fire pit. Clearly, this campsite's been here for a while, as well as various materials around. There's tools stacked about. There's a few work tables set up. A lot of large stacks of lumber and of stonework. Clearly, this is sort of their living quarters and their staging area for any work before it makes it up to the work site itself.
And are all the other dwarves in the campsite right now?
No. Most of them are up on the points up there, and you can see them moving around on the scaffolding.
Okay. Well, if there were a curse, it would probably start here in the camp.
What? Would it start in the tower?
Sure, maybe. Look, this is my first curse. Don't. Shh. We gotta look professional here.
All right. Yeah. Well, we should. I like Yeffy's plan, and let's talk to some of the workers.
That's a good start.
Talk to the workers and then maybe investigate the foundations a little bit more. Maybe there's something faulty in the foundation, or look for a real problem and then jump to the conclusion that it's ghosts. But ghosts are really exciting. We've dealt with ghosts before.
Yes,
that's true. Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Great. Okay. So, all right. So you want to go up onto the site and talk to the dwarves?
Yeah. So did most of these occurrences, these strange occurrences where people disappeared or fell off the scale, those all happen in broad daylight? Or certain times of day?
No, indeed. Well, I mean, one did, right? There was a case where a dwarf fell off the scaffolding and broke his leg. We had to send him back up the river to Altdorf. Which is very unusual. My dwarves are all highly trained, and they're used to working in such conditions, and they're sure-footed, and it seems very odd. But
did that dwarf mention like he was pushed?
No.
Just why?
No. He said just a wind. He thought maybe the wind caught him. it seemed like a normal accident, just a happenstance. It didn't seem related. But then, a few days later, another dwarf came down with a terrible illness, and it was causing his limbs to go stiff. He was unable to move.
Well, that's pretty bad. Did anyone else get the illness?
Aye. Another one a week later came down with the same illness. And well after we sent the one back again. And then last night, 2 dwarfs just went missing altogether. And in all, I've lost 6.
The disappearing dwarves, are you sure they just didn't, abandon the project?
It's possible. It seemed I didn't think it would be likely until I saw Thingrim there and and Billigor flagging you down.
It seemed like they were gonna leave.
Yeah. So you said 6 dwarves missing in total. 1 fell off the tower. 2 got sick. 2 went missing. What happened to the 6th?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, I know. Of course, I know what happened to him. He had an accident with one of the tools. A dwarf up high on the scaffolding dropped a heavy hammer. It struck him straight in the head.
Ow.
Oh, aye. And normally we wear helms while we do our work, just in case, just for such a thing. But he had taken his off, just to wipe his brow, and just at that moment, I don't know. It could be a coincidence, but the other dwarfs, they think
Very unfortunate.
they think it's a curse.
Yeah, interesting.
All right, so we should talk to some of the other dwarves, and then look at the foundation, and just also, has there been anyone who didn't want the project to happen? Anyone
I know.
local?
No. I mean,
All right.
it'll benefit us all. It's a great device. Just think of being able to raise up an alarm from Altdorf to Nuln in a matter of moments. You know how long it takes to... I mean, you're river travelers yourselves. You know how long it takes to get all the way from Altdorf down to Nuln. You're talking about weeks of travel.
Yeah. Indeed.
Even
Right.
a man on horses changing every town. It still take many days to get a message down. With this tower, they've invented a system of raising the flags at different angles and with different colors to signify fairly complex messages. It's quite ingenious.
Wow. So I was gonna say, if you only send the one message, it's not that good.
I mean, of course, there's
Wow.
the common one of just emergency and attack and danger. But yeah, if they they're working on a system. That's what I'm told. They're working on a system for the flags to convey
Right,
more
right.
meaning.
Huh.
Well, maybe we'll pop up. We'll chat with the workers who remain, and we'll see what's going on.
All right. So what do you do?
Okay. I
Let's go
think
find those-
Eisenbeard might just be a terrible manager.
It could be.
I don't think he's gonna pay us
Maybe.
if we tell him that, though.
Like,
Yeah,
let's
I
go
don't think
talk to
so.
the-
I don't mean.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was done. You're gonna want to talk to those two dwarves that tried to
Shoot
run.
the type of flags down. Yeah.
Sure, let's go
Okay.
talk to them. That's fine.
Okay. So you head on over to the structure. So as you approach it, do I still have it up? As you approach it, you can see clearly that it's the big wooden scaffolding, and they're building up. They kind of built like the first level of a stone tower but you can see at its base that there is this sort of darker black stone foundation of an older tower that probably once stood here. That it's sort of somewhat embedded into the top of the hill, and clearly they've started building on top of that. But their work seems to be more focused on raising up the stone walls. It looks like they've got a good story complete, and they're working their way up on the scaffolding, laying stonework as they go. You climb up there. The scaffolding is definitely not the most secure thing that you've ever encountered, and so as you look up at it and contemplate climbing up on it to go talk to these dwarves, it definitely takes you a moment to steel yourself to the notion.
The next disappearance is gonna be us.
You can see there are some points where beams jut out from the scaffolding and a series of ropes dangle from it via a pulley to hoist material higher up.
Great. So Indigo's going to ask Eisenbeard point out where we can find those two dwarves.
Aye. Well, for I've sent them to the top for their insubordinates. He points out.
Of course.
They're all up at the top.
All right.
Okay.
Indigo starts climbing.
Excellent. Indigo, you start climbing
Damn
up.
it, Indigo.
Indigo, make me a will test. It's easy enough to climb. It's really just a matter of having the nerve to do it.
10.
Okay. You're shaky, and you start making your way up. Yeffy and Bruno, are you staying put on the ground, or are you climbing up as well?
Oh, jeez, I was just going to ask the guy to get them down there, but now Indigo's going up, so guess I'll,
That would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
guess I'll follow Indigo.
Give me a will test. Bruno, what are you doing?
13, which makes it a 12.
Okay.
There's a thing they use to hoist up material.
Yeah, there's some ropes dangling that are clearly meant to, be worked on a pulley to hoist material up.
I just go over and tie one of the ropes around my waist.
Okay, wait to be hoisted.
Okay, hoist.
So you tie the rope, and you're ready to go, and you're waiting, and it takes Indigo and Yeffy a moment to get up there. Yeffy actually managed to pass Indigo by at one point. The two of them sort of climbing up independently.
Dangerous, yeah.
Again, it doesn't. As you climb up there, you realize that the scaffolding is good, sturdy, stout wood. It's well secured, and you're fairly certain it is stable, and you would have to be kind of negligent to fall off of it. It's got plenty of handholds and whatnot, but it's just nerve-wracking. It's just nerve-wracking to be up there, and you head your way up. Is one of you going over to work the pulley, or are you both headed straight up to where the dwarves are?
What do you think?
I'm going straight up.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, all right. I'll keep climbing.
Okay. So the two of them make your way up to the top, and finally you reach
Hoist.
You reach a dwarf up near the top, and he's laying some stones into the wall and building it. He's got a trowel, and he's laying some mortar, and he sees you coming up, and he kind of sets his tools down, and he stops, and he sits on the frame there. And he says, if only you had been. If only you had arrived a few minutes earlier.
Yeah, sorry about that, friend.
Well, old Eisenbeard has pressed you into service, has he?
Oh, I guess we volunteered.
Kinda.
Well, yeah. He's a harsh taskmaster, that one. But he's fair, I suppose. He pays well, at least.
Yes, he does.
I
Yeah.
better keep working, or he'll dock me pay. And he starts. Then he gets back up and he starts laying some mortar and getting.
Do the Law and Order.
What what are you doing up here? Are you here to lay stone as well?
Usually we came up to talk to you.
Yo,
Sorry.
what did you want?
You.
Here, hold me trowel.
Oh,
You there?
Inigo,
Hold this
take the
stone.
trowel.
Help me lift this stone into place there.
Sure. But Inigo just sort of, he doesn't really know what he's doing, so he does help. We were hoping that we could ask you some questions about the strangeness. We heard
the
there's
curse.
a curse.
You want to know about the elven curse? It's an elven burial mound under there, I'm certain.
Yeah, so what makes you so certain?
Well, because of all the accidents. And the disease. Did you hear about the disease?
I did hear about the disease.
It must be an elven curse then.
The way Eisenbeard tells it is it sounds like just it could be a bunch of unfortunate accidents.
But so many in such a short period of time seems impossible.
I mean,
Probably
it's
Sound
unlikely.
like elves.
No good.
You never
No
know
good
with
elves.
Elves.
Leaving their dead all littered about in perfectly good building locations.
You know, just put them in buildings. What's that?
You could at least mark it. You could put a proper headstone and, grave your family's name across the top.
Always polluting the air with their damn music. Elves.
Aye.
So, aside
Oh,
from the
yeah,
accident,
the world's dying. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
aside from the accidents, have you seen or heard anything strange around here that makes you think it's a curse?
Well, no.
Like whispers, the moon acting all weird, scratching sounds, anything like that?
Scratching sounds. No. Like
I
from the
see-
building, you mean?
Yeah, from the building.
Oh, well, I wouldn't
Right,
go near
Inigo?
it at night. It's cursed, It's built atop an elven burial mound. Only a
Have you
fool
seen
would
the
be here
elven
at 8 at
spot?
night. We go back to the camp where it's safe.
Have you seen any elven remains or objects that elves keep, like tiaras or harps?
No, nothing like that.
No.
Did you hear about Grimgold getting hit on the head with a hammer dropped from above? I mean, he wore his helmet every minute of every day. Just that one moment he needed to wipe the sweat from his eyes so he could see his work. Just for a moment took off his helmet, boom, hit on the head with a hammer. Clearly that's an elven curse.
Who dropped the hammer?
Snelly up above was working above and he dropped his hammer. Because he said his hand had gotten all sweaty. Well, what kind of dwarf gets a sweaty hand while he's holding a hammer?
Have you ever dropped a hammer before?
Never in me life.
Really? Never once?
Of course not. What kind of
Only
dwarf would I
5%
be
of
if I
that.
dropped my hammer?
Yeah. Did you hear that? It sounds like a small child is saying, like,
Hoist. Hoist.
Austin's. Wait,
I can't hear anything over this wind.
It does get a bit windy up here.
So weird. I mean, it doesn't sound elven. It's like,
I'm a sack of bricks.
I don't know any elves that would say that.
Ho-
oh shit! It's Bruno. It's just Bruno. Hold on, I just gotta. Okay.
Hoist.
Hoist him.
Man.
Like, you head over there and you slowly hoist Bruno up. He dangles there like a piñata from the end of this beams jutting out into space. Yeffy's holding the rope, and you're using all your strength to hold up the rope, and realize as you when you reach out a hand to grab at him. He slips a little, and you go, oh, and you realize you can't do both.
I got you. I caught you. I'm grabbing you. I'm pulling you in. Just
Give me an
hold
agility
on.
test,
Tight.
Bruno.
Yeah, this is tough to mime. Oh, for 4.
He reaches out to grab you, Yeffy, and you try to grab him, and you just miss, and the rope starts to feed back out, and he starts going very rapidly down.
It's the curse!
Make me an agility test, Yeffy.
It's this would be a really stupid way to die.
Did I add my level to that, right? Do I add my level as well?
No, it's just a straight agility test, so it's just plus your agility modifier.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bruno. I have a 9.
You try to grab onto the rope, Yeffy, but it immediately starts to give you rope burn, and you ow, and you let go because you're not wearing the heavy gloves that all the other dwarves have. And Bruno, you go flying down, and you're like, it's the curse, and you're just about to smash into the ground when Thingrim, the dwarf who's up here, takes his gauntleted hand and he reaches out and he grabs the rope, and it pulls you taut just inches from the ground, Bruno. But the rope's cut into where you've tied it around yourself, and you do take a point of damage just from the ropes digging in and the horrible jerking space as you stop finally just inches from the ground, just barely hovering over it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna climb up. I'm just, yeah.
Sorry, Bruno.
And we are going to end it there tonight because we are at the end of our time. So
It's just heavier than I thought.
That's harsh but fair. Yeah.
It's all the eating. It's just
Yeah.
So we should discuss very quickly before we log off, and maybe you guys can talk about this over the week, and we can talk about it at the beginning of next episode. But as far as I know, the group, I think, does not have a current party goal. Oh, you do have a party goal, right? But it's just meet back up with Orlok. And
go to the
so,
Orlok party.
are you still content with that as the party goal? That is my question. You don't have to answer that now, but think about it.
I
I
now
don't
feel
know.
like it should be solving this curse, but I would like to meet back up with Orlok. Y'all don't want to just knock out another 2 hours of the game right now? Just see where it goes.
No, I don't. Not really.
In that, I do want to meet up with Orlok, but I like the idea of resolving this curse, especially because it has financial gain too.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Or, like, get to wherever we're going, Grissenwald or Nuln. Also
I
makes
think we
sense.
get Kemperbad. Yeah, I think we get Kemperbad before both of those places.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
If I
so
were
we
thinking
meet
of
at
one
Orlok.
party. I think resolving the curse is a good ambition. I'm not sure how long this side track is, but I mean, we could all find out that this is a larger conspiracy of people who want to attack Altdorf, and this is why they're sabotaging the tower. But
Oh man.
and then we're just like, oh, damn it. But yeah, I think that's a good party ambition for now.
Great.
Cool.
All right. Excellent. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again on 10 Dead Rats.
Thank
I
you,
am. So as discussed previously, it often takes me a moment here to queue up the credits. So, someone jump in. Favorite moment from this evening.
Wow.
Bruno dropping to his death.
What? Come on. I lived that one.
Yeah, we'll
I think
get you
it was
next time.
A nice goodbye. I think it was a nice goodbye to Salty and Tribbiano from Yeffy's perspective. I also enjoyed taking all your bloody clothes and throwing them in a barrel. Fire.
It was good.
Indigo misses his stripy pants.
Yeah, ooh, that's right. You'll need some stripier pants.
Yeah.
I found being locked up for a week inside together slightly too real, but yeah.
I was wondering if we were. I was wondering if we were going into a full-on bottle episode there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Although I did very much enjoy the rapid downward spiral of discovering Franc manipulating you guys into God knows what.
I love it.
I didn't like that. I didn't like whatever's going on with this mutant thing. I did not like the discovery that Yeffy is apparently a vampire.
Excellent.
What do you talk about, Bruno?
All right. Excellent. We have a couple from the chat here of the two of them walking in covered in blood, and the chair and the steak.
Okay, that was very funny. That's right.
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We've gone just a bit over our time, so I'm going to set you all free. Thank you for joining us at the beginning of Season 2 of 10 Dead Rats. More to come. Good night, everybody.
Yay!
Good night.